Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Mavericks' Kyrie Irving gets real on Klay Thompson's return to Warriors. The Dallas Mavericks are approaching a highly anticipated regular season matchup with the Golden State Warriors. On November 12, Klay Thompson will make his Warriors homecoming for the first time in a Mavs uniform. Kyrie Irving gave a thought reflection on Thompson's return ahead of the game. Irving shared his thoughts in a Mavericks media availability on Monday. The biggest thing is just the human aspect of emotions. It's just gonna be haywire, man. You don't know how to really feel because you've been in a routine with another team for a long period of time. You just start reflecting on all those intentional moments where you spent time with people that really want to win, and you guys were all committed to a bigger goal, Irving said, per Mike Curtis of the Dallas Morning News. As a player who has played for 3 different teams outside of the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving can relate to what Klay Thompson might be feeling in his return to the Bay Area. While Thompson's emotions may be a whirlwind, Irving said the experience should be enjoyable to some extent. But outside of that, I think it's just about having fun. Being able to look some of your old fans in the face and tell them thank you, and they thank you in their own way too. Irving added. Klay Thompson played 11 seasons with the Warriors and had a historical run alongside Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, winning 4 NBA championships and making 5 All-Star appearances. Fans at Chase Center will undoubtedly give him a warm welcome upon his return. It will not be easy for the Mavericks to get a win over the Dubs, given their impressive start. Golden State possesses an 8-2 record, which ranks them first in the Western Conference standings. The Mavs want to climb out of their 11th place hole and further rise the rankings. Jason Kidd's advice to Klay Thompson ahead of Warriors' homecoming. It will be a big day in the Bay on Tuesday, as Klay Thompson returns to Chase Center for the first time a Dallas Maverick to play his old team. To celebrate Klay, there will be a pre-game ceremony and a commemorative fan giveaway of captain hats to honor the 4-time Warriors champion. His new coach, Mavs head coach Jason Kidd, revealed that he spoke to Klay about the emotions of the evening. "We talked the other day about this opportunity," Kidd said on 95.7 The Game. "It really doesn't happen a lot when you do leave a team that you've been with your whole career. To have the opportunity to come back and play at the home that he built, with Chase Center, and also the excitement and the championships over in Oakland at the Coliseum. Just understanding that it's going to be an emotional 2 days here when you talk about today with practice and then tomorrow's game. And so my thoughts, for him, were just to enjoy, to embrace it and have fun with it." Thompson was at Golden State for 13 years and it was a roller coaster of a ride, but one thing that was always consistent was how lethal Thompson and his fellow Splash brother Steph Curry were on the court. "They're definitely up there with the best duos," Kidd said. "You're talking about the Splash brothers. Just the uniqueness of how they played the game, how they played for one another and helped each other achieve the highest goals, and that's to win a championship. For 2 of the best shooters of all time to be on the same team is unique in its own right, but they loved to play, they knew how to win, they learned how to win. And so, yes, that combination will go down as one of the best combinations in the NBA." Emotions will be running high when Klay Thompson returns to his home of 13 seasons when the Warriors face the Mavericks on Tuesday night at Chase Center. "I'm not ready for this, man," Curry said during his post-game interview after a win over OKC. Then later in the locker room, he reflected on Klay's homecoming some more. "We've had homecomings before, but nothing like this," Steph said. "The level of impact and the brand of Klay in the Bay Area is something that, I don't know if any word or way I explain it will do it justice. We obviously have a game to play, so you want to make sure we're locked in on that. But he deserves the celebration and the welcome that he's gonna get. It will be great opportunity to reflect on all the memories that we had. I don't want to go too crazy, it's not our memorial or still talking about basketball and life, but we want to enjoy the moment of him getting the celebration that he deserves, and however it plays out, I just hope he feels the love because he deserves it." Steve Kerr shared similar sentiments to his star guard about what the night will mean. "This will be as emotional as anything we've ever experienced, I think, in my time here," Kerr told The Athletic. "I think it'll be even more emotional than his return to play. Obviously now there's a finality to it and appreciation for everything he did, hanging the banners, helping get the arena built, just being so beloved by everybody." New Orleans Pelicans vs Brooklyn Nets game highlights. Houston Rockets vs Washington Wizards game highlights for Klay, though he doesn't seem to want to rehash the past too much. "It'll be good to see people you grinded with, obviously, but to me, it's just another regular season game in November," he said in his post-game presser after Dallas' 122-120 loss to Denver. Klay also told Enscape, "That chapter is over. I'm in the midst of trying to win here. There is no point in missing anything when we have such a great opportunity here to be great. There's no point in looking back. I got to look forward. I got to try to give my best self here." When asked if he has kept in touch with Steph and his fellow four-time NBA Dubs champion Draymond Green, Klay said, "I'm locked in. Not really. I will see them when I see them. That's it." Miami Heat told to trade Jimmy Butler for 22-year-old Golden State Warriors player. With Jimmy Butler injured, the Miami Heat snapped their three-game losing streak to win 95-94 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The result leaves them 4-5 and sitting at 6th in the Eastern Conference table. Only two teams, Boston Celtics and Cleveland Cavaliers, have a winning record in the East right now. It has been a disappointing start to the season for the Heat, and questions have been raised about whether it is time for them to shake up the roster. That would most likely include saying goodbye to Jimmy Butler. He is a franchise legend and has guided them to 2 NBA Finals since joining in 2019. But at 35 years of age, Butler seems to be slowing down and has not looked great this season. Also, his injury problems do not seem to be getting any better. His contract situation makes things complicated as well, as he has a player option for the 2025-26 season. So, all things considered, it would make sense for Miami to explore possible trade options for Butler. The Golden State Warriors are one team who are rumored to hold an interest in the veteran. Would it make sense for the Heat to try and bring in Jonathan Kuminga from the Warriors as part of a Butler trade? Ben Verberg wrote in the Sporting News, "It might be time for the Heat to move on from their star player and get something in return. The Warriors have the perfect player for Miami to build around in the future in Jonathan Kuminga. The stars could not be more perfectly aligned for these two teams to make a trade. Stephen Curry and the Warriors are a win-now team, and the Heat are always looking to be one step ahead. Kuminga has seen his role diminished in the early goings of the season, and moving to a new organization could work wonders for his development." The Warriors and Kuminga did not end up agreeing a contract extension this offseason. He will be looking for a major deal next summer. The Warriors might not be open to handing Kuminga the level of contract that he might be looking for. So, including him in a trade package for Butler might make the perfect sense for them. On the other hand, the Bay Area might be the perfect place for Butler at this point in his career. He would not be the face of the franchise, but rather the supporting star to Stephen Curry as he eyes his 5th ring. The Warriors are already good right now, but getting someone like Butler could help take them to the next level. On the other hand, someone like Kuminga might fit the Heat's timeline better alongside the likes of Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.